Should be live. Why are we already having a low bit rate? What is happening? What is happening? We good? It's weird. Start up the second modem real quick. God, I hate this spot. 1, 2, 3. There. Go to hotspot toggle. You are a first, Spyro. First on both platforms. Icy Pioneer, what's up? The first two chatters are on kick today. Can't believe that. Steve, hello. Mole, hello. Okay, that's better. 2 connections. The video feed has full bitrate. Looks a lot better. Ulrich, moin. Brandon, hello. Jenny, hello. Welcome everybody. Still have to do a few more things for setup. Oh, look at the waves from the MSC ship coming in. Look at that. That's some good wake that she created. Look at all that. Your colleagues, Steve, do you work for Rijkswaterstaat? Are these your colleagues? Alright. Let me tweak a few more bits and bobs. First, I think we want to lower you a tiny bit. There we go, that's better. Oh, nice. Can I join you guys on the ship at one point? Okay, it's quite windy, but it's blazing warm, so I'm gonna try to set up the umbrella. If you're wondering, it's 30 degrees Celsius right now. I have an umbrella for the sun, but there might be too much wind for it, but at least we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna set that up first. So you wanted to DM me about, oh yeah. I accepted your friend request last night, Steve, so you can shoot me a message whenever. Okay, sorry guys, I'm still setting up some stuff here. Well, I didn't want to miss the MSC ship. Traffic was supposed to be quite good, but I would downgrade the traffic to okay at the moment. Less traffic than I had hoped for, actually. All right, let's see if this umbrella completely fades out of existence with this wind or if it's fine. We're gonna have to use the extension pole as well. Hang on. Yep. You should see me struggle with stuff now. It says no stream is live. On the website? Oh, I can't believe it. I was baited by Icy Pioneer. It's a bot account. All right, let's get this in. Oh no. Might actually work with the umbrella. Oh, that's gonna be super nice. Oh, sorry, so much better. I think we just have to pivot it a tiny bit sideways. So I'm sitting in a camping chair and I have now mounted my umbrella to my camping chair with a motorcycle mount. The things we do. All right, perfect, cool. Okay, one more clamp to mount and then we're good. Oh, I'm so glad I'm sitting in the shade now. Oh, what a life changer. You need to see a picture of the setup. I think I'm scared that if I'm gonna stand up, the whole umbrella is gonna fly away when there's like a gust of wind. I might try it at some point, but let's first continue setting up all the things. The plan is to stream until sunset today. So we'll be here for the next, 4 hours until sunset. So we got a nice long stream ahead of us today. The traffic was supposed to be quite well this evening, but I saw that a lot of ships that I was expecting to come in didn't come in, including one 400-meter ship, which sadly has either missed or not even gotten a pilot slot. They were scheduled for like 5 p.m. for a pilot, but they were still near Rotterdam, anchored at 4:15. So I'm pretty convinced that ship will not come in tonight. Yes, we are at the usual spot today. Yep. How do I want to mount this? Let's do it like this, that's fine. Yep, there we go. Perfect. And then we'll go one up. And we go one in. Perfect. Cool. Ah, perfect. Okay. I think we're all set up now. Woo. Why is the collection game not updating? It works with the overlay. If we don't have any moderators doing the overlay, there's no cards. It's not fully automated yet. JW Dutch, hello. Susie, hello. Biker, good afternoon or good evening. Andre, good evening. Lockdown, hello. Rich, hello. I already said hi to Steve. Moin Wursbrot. Moin Rhea. Okay, I think I have everybody. Gotta be polite and say hi to everyone. Let's see the overlays. We'll get the Matilda on here for you guys. Where is she? Is that her? Yes. So hopefully that works. The speed indicators should also be fixed on the overlay. There it is, perfect. She is going to destination not available apparently. Hey MZ, good evening. So for all of you ship card collectors, this is another MSC ship to collect. I'm pretty sure we'll have an MSC trophy in the game at some point. Oh, sorry. So as I was saying, in terms of the umbrella, we'll have to see if it holds. Yeah, in terms of ships, I don't know really what to expect. It was looking really good and thick, but we'll see. Yeah, the cards are loose from the live detector thing, so don't worry about that. The live thing is just, apparently it's not detecting my YouTube live stream. Maybe it broke again. Hey, nope. I'm gonna have to do some sunscreen on myself though. Even though we are in the shade, I feel like I don't want to burn my legs because they are still in the sun actually. You missed the closing ship? Ah, lockdown. You missed the legendary cards. Ay. Hey, Woodland. So I was looking into adding trophies. It's gonna be a little bit longer, but I think definitely somewhere this week we'll add a trophy system to our card collecting game as well. So you have some more goals to work towards, other than the leaderboard and the flags. Hey Frank, good evening. Mega Ships UK, good evening as well. As long as there's no moderators, I'll have to remember to manually do the overlay thingy. So I can now, I guess, press hide. There we go. Oh, what is the signal doing? It's the second time that it dipped today. Interesting. It has been an occurring theme when sitting in this spot though, the bitrate dropping. In case you're wondering, well, you can use it on a mobile browser, Frank. Yeah, it should all work. In case you're wondering, the festival has passed. Well, they're still breaking down things, but you can see there's already an opening in there. There's still a no-go sign, so I'm just gonna respect the law. I wonder, is that a fridge over there? Yep, you want an ice cold beer? But they dumped a fridge, oh, and a freezer for ice cream as well. And for some random reason, there's a pink cabin with a cross on top there. That tells you a lot about the the theme of the festival. Weird stuff. You need a new fridge. That would be stealing, Kirby. Also, good evening. Oh, look at that black plume. The tugboat is opening its engine. I should really start making a list as well while I'm streaming. Let me open a notepad of IDs for trophies, because always when I'm here I get IDs, but when I'm at home, meter ships trophy. All right, cool. Freya, a tugboat. Should I put it on the overlay? I know you're collecting tugboats. Let's look if I can find it on the overlay. There he is. It's the VB Ruby. Kind of nice though, my new system. I can also do the overlays a lot easier than I used to. Oh, I see a bigger ship coming from the coast now as well. Still behind the pier, so we'll pan to it in a minute. So yeah, what does the overlay say for temperature, guys? So check the weather command. Because my car said it was 30 degrees Celsius when I arrived here. Hey Schnurdo, what's up dude? 30.3 says the weather command on Twitch. Seems about right. Haven't seen it yet, Schnurdo. Did they do the Windows game pinball machine? Moin, Bert. Welcome. Bernd. Sorry, not Bert. Bernd. So we got some ships coming in right now. As I say, I don't know how much ships we'll get. Ships will get or won't get, but we'll see what we can see. I did see a vehicles carrier on approach as well, out from the coastline, so. Oh, interesting, Schneider. Dude, I've been so out of the loop for Lego. I think I don't have the budget anymore these days. Just spending my money on other stuff. Okay. I looked at all the pictures you made in Discord last night from yesterday's stream. I'm very happy with the colors now of the camera. It's a lot better than before. It really makes a big difference, the manual tweaking, so that's nice. Also, some of you made some really nice snapshots from yesterday's stream. Congrats. Hey K2, hey K2, good afternoon. My voice is better. It's still a little bit rough, but it's better. Are people logged into? Yeah, they are. It's interesting, Mark. I wonder if there's still an issue with the. So I had an issue the first day we launched the game where some people couldn't sign in because of the WW versus not WW in front of Westerschelde live. For you, it works. Okay. Interesting. Usually also you shouldn't have to log in every time we play the game, but as I'm doing so many updates, I have to restart the whole server, and then indeed a login is needed again. But if it's not working, try it with www.westerschelde.live in the URL. So open that page and go from there. Hey Ganji, I don't know, I don't live in Korea. The live for us is there, it looked a while. Interesting. It's fine though. Hidden. Looks like we got an Antwerp tanker coming. Hey Jerome, good afternoon. Let me put this one on the overlay. Ooh, it's a good name. Miyochi does have a Discord, Ganji. Look in there. There's information in there. This is the Bow Cougar, 156 meters long, 25 meters wide. Came from Rotterdam. 2 years old, Panama flag. It's interesting. So it's warm today, but there's still a lot of wind, and it's like a warm wind. It's disgusting. A new ship? Oh yeah, this is definitely a new one. We get a lot of these Antwerp tankers. You were moved to WW. Okay, so there's still an issue then with the WW. Mm-hmm. I do have a feeling that we'll have a lot of evening streams in the coming days, just for the simple fact that in the afternoon it's just too warm. Hey dogs, good evening. She appears to be quite empty. Also interesting, she has like some scuff marks on her. Collect dogs if you want to play. There we go, Sulzy did it. Oh yeah, that. It's probably from the tugboat though, pushing against her. Also really cool for these Antwerp tankers is their logo in the front. So it's like, tripod please, like a biohazard emblem. It's really cool. Can you still see the reality? Which direction should I look at for that, Steve? Or is that more a philosophical question, if I can still see reality? Ship came to your lock this morning. Reality. I have to look it up. Hang on. Search. So I assume you work at the locks then. Cool. Reality. Oh, there's a lot of realities on here. Oh my god, why is there... Oh, there, it's a tanker. Reality. Yeah! We're actually gonna see her, well, I can... It's an inland ship, right? real quick for Steve. Wait, that's not the reality. Wait. No, I don't see her. Interesting. Anyway, let's stay on the ship for now. Oh, okay. Yes, data is behind. Gotcha. Why is there water pouring from the anchors? So there's a few reasons. Freya, as this one is coming in from the coastline, they're probably washing the anchor chain. That's what you're seeing. Another reason why they pour from the anchors is if they're cycling the fire suppression system, the water in there, they also cycle that. So that's another reason. But I'm gonna guess this one is probably the washing the anchor chain from being anchored out at sea for a bit. They're still slowly working away the backlog they built up during the pilot actions the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So the backlog is still being worked through, but it's shrinking for sure. Look how high she is in the water, by the way. My goodness. I feel like the camera's struggling a bit with the light right now. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I should hide her again. I wonder if I'm gonna tweak the shutter a bit. Let's try it for funsies. No, it doesn't really help, does it? Let's try the other way. As you all know, I'm learning my new camera. As I've switched to manual controls, so it's a bit of a struggle sometimes. Like, I don't like that this white is completely washed out. I wonder if I can tweak that. Menu. Let's see if we put it on this. Oh, that's even wet. Maybe we should go back to standard. No, let's keep it on vivid. But let's maybe tweak vivid so the highlights are less. Doesn't need to do much. Fade will also not do it. Saturation can maybe be a bit lower. Oh, that seems to help a bit. And contrast. Let's give it a 0. Sharpness can stay at 2. Oh no, 2. Clarity. Down a bit. Okay, I'll do it like this for now. Sorry. One day we'll have the camera fully dialed in. So these are two ships side by side, connected together. I assume one of them is just being tugged along. It's the Canada and the River Fort. Yep, Canada. Usually they do it when one of them needs help. I think I've also seen them do it for like fuel savings and stuff. The river was alone this morning. It made a buddy. Or maybe it literally went to help this one out and pick it up and bring it maybe to Ghent. There is a dry dock in Ghent for these inland ships. If she really has technical problems, that might be where she's going then. We'll pivot to another tanker coming. Let's see. It's an Asperger. This is the Georg Asperger. She's going from Antwerp to Antwerp. It's an interesting. Hey, Shu. I'm moving the umbrella a tiny bit. Struggling with the bright light today. Where are we at now? Okay, I think that's better. Hey, Nico. Good evening. There we go. Net. Ever seen anyone fishing? No. I've seen plenty of people fish alongside the river, but not on the big ships. Although I do think some do fish on these ships. It does happen sometimes, like as a pastime. But probably only for these smaller ones. I can't imagine fishing off a container ship. At anchor, yeah, true. Also, let's plug in one more thing. Because I've been using my phone all day, so it needs also some extra juice. There we go. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating already. Sweating buckets. Look how she's pushing the water forward. Really cool. Really fun shot. I used to fish with my dad's offshore tugs by the old rigs. Look at that. Awesome. Sorry for the bumpy filming. I'm trying to do some corrections. Oh, that's a lot cooler actually. Let's keep it at that. Menu. There we go. Cool. Ooh, I see a bigger container ship coming in. I think that might be the Mars ship that I saw. AG. Yeah, it's from Antwerp to Antwerp. What's possible is that she might go out at sea, anchor for a few days, and once they're ready to load her, she'll go back in. Because it's always cheaper to wait out at sea on anchorage than to pay port fees for being in port. So that might be one of the reasons. No, it was a bot. It's fine, EG. And we are about to cross a general cargo ship here. Should come into frame any second now. Oh, it didn't show up. Interesting. Dude, I feel like we're not level at all here. Or is that just me? Nah. That's kind of level. It's fine. So follow this one. So the Smaland, built in 2004, 22 years old. Also to destination not available. Lots of ships going to that place today. And also anchored, as all the ships that come in these days because of the big queues. Let's see when the sun sets today, actually. Daylight. So we are past the longest day of the year, so days are shrinking. But slowly. The sun sets at 10:03. Oh, you actually hear the waves? Oh, that's cool. Neat. It's gonna be super nice once we can be back besides our car for ship spotting. It's so warm here. Whew. But when it's warm, you gotta stay hydrated. Meanwhile, we can see the next ship coming towards us. You can do it, EG, if you want. Or if you don't have time, just let me know, then I'll do it. But I'll only do the big ships per usual. You'll have your new feature if you're doing it. So the tanker is the Primo M. Going to Purfleet in the UK. I don't think we've ever seen that destination. Purfleet. No clue even where that is in the UK. 150 meters long, 23 meters wide, Italian flag. And she's only 1 year old, built last year. So pretty new. The feature worked? Yeah. I noticed I was giving myself as well when using it. You're from the UK and it's a new place to you as well. It's the Thames Estuary. It's perfectly is in Essex. Okay, that gives me a direction where it is. Hey Jacob, good afternoon. Or yeah, good evening actually. It's past 6. We can say good evening. Hey Mikey, welcome. Welcome in everybody on this relaxed evening by the river. There's some traffic, but not crazy much traffic. And we'll be here until sunset, or at least that's the plan. Other than that, if you've missed the stream in the past week, we've added a new little card collection game to the stream. You can collect ship cards. So basically every ship we see on stream gets turned into a card. And you can collect that card as long as we're looking at the ship on the stream. And you can build a collection, get flags, and also trophies soon. Exactly, Jenny, exactly. Hey Kevin, good evening. Is that the thing Stevie was doing? What the what? Oh yeah, and if you want the link to the game, !collect in the Twitch chat, or it's underneath the YouTube video in the video description. You'll also find the link on how to play the game, if you're interested. If you like Pokemon cards or collecting stuff, might be a thing for you. I have no idea, Schnurdo. I designed it myself and thought of it myself. So maybe somebody else had the same idea. Actually, I know someone else who does have the same idea, but for me, it's fully custom built. It's annoyingly addictive. I know, right? And we are gonna add trophies. For example, I think one of the trophies will be collect 50 MSC ships, collect X amount of tugboats. Yeah, and so on and so on. Maersk ships could be one, especially the big freight companies we have often on the river. They'll probably all have their trophy to get. Collect the same vessel 10 times, stuff like that. Let me write that one down. I'm actually making notes today, Toast, on ideas, because I always have a lot of ideas when I'm sitting here, but then I get home and I forget. And I don't come up with them anymore. There'll probably also be trophies for like your first 100 ships, 250, 500, and so on. The card has stats and abilities for fleet-based ticket to ride. So I was thinking of like adding little like battles between each other based on the statistics. So you just do a face-off, you select 5 of your cards, and then you just battle based on one statistic. You have to select one of your 5 cards every round. You play 5 rounds, the winner is the one who wins the most rounds, something like that. Heavily based on Sky Cards, which is a similar game for plane spotting. For those of you who are aware, I know some of you play it, just like me. You know, we got a cool selection. I'm gonna pivot for a moment because we have like 3 ships side by side here. So there's one tanker and then 2 general cargo ships. It already has ranks, dog. So if you collect XP for every time you collect a ship, and there is ranks. You can see all the ranks on the how to play page. The Sea Line, that's the one that's speeding ahead. General cargo ship, 106 meters long, 16 meters wide. Also going to destination not available. I feel like there might be something wrong with the destination because there's so many not availables. She is indeed pretty rusty. And then hiding behind her we have one of the Gefo gas tankers. The orange one. That's the Cavalli. Sitting under the Cyprus flag. If you still need Cyprus, now's your time. And then alongside of them is something we don't see that often here. It's an LNG bunker ship. United LNG 1. So this ship carries LNG to refuel LNG ships. It's really cool. It came from Seabrew, shows that she probably bunkered there because she's just very high in the water now. So she probably, although she might have, I don't know actually. Nah, she's probably empty. Although, anyway, this is definitely a bunker ship. It's a ship to refuel a ship. The logo, oh yeah, they're the more like a snake than a snake breathing fire, than really a dragon. And then for the tugboat collectors that are watching the stream, looking at you, Freya, this is the VB Jade. You know, it gets really, really busy here for a moment. My goodness, look at that. Look at all this. Holy crap, holy. How many ships do you want, guys? Didn't we spot the J yesterday? I would be surprised that the VBJ came by Walsorden. Maybe a few days ago, that's possible. I think we've seen the VBJ many, many times before. Of course it's only 10 XP, we see them all the time when we're here. Oh, she's already off the overlay, never mind. I was too late. Look at all these ships move though, my goodness. I placed second. I haven't seen Uthi yet though, Spyro. Today might be your day that you jump ahead. Or maybe he's just lurking, still collecting. Sexy Norm, I like your nickname. Stupid Sexy Norm. You missed it? Ah. Oh, there we go. I've spotted it a few times. Not that much actually. I thought we would have seen it more already. But maybe we don't always put it on the overlay, the tugboats. Look, cool to see how this one is handling the water dynamics here. The ship is everything but fluid dynamic by the looks of it. De Ganzenstad. Hey Stuller, good evening. Is she super low in the picture card? Yeah, it looks like one of those that can go really low. She's definitely empty right now. Same for the Philipskerke, which is the one behind. Also looks quite empty. It's really cool how all these inland ships always come like in little waves, because they all get grouped together in all the locks here along the river. So you'll see like a group arrive from Hansweert, which is the lock further upriver, or there'll be a big group coming out of the lock here from Ghent. And then it's like super busy for a little bit. I have no idea if there's any traffic coming from Ghent today. I'm gonna check. Currently nothing. Oh, there's one there. Yeah, there's a tanker gonna come. That's gonna come from Ghent. Probably in like half an hour. Other than that, I don't see much big stuff on the canal. Nope. Uthi, holy moly. Is that a kick sub? It is. Holy crap. 14 months on kick. Thank you, dude. 95%, baby. Uthi, you gotta start playing. I hear Spyro is catching up on you. Also got one of those utility ships from Multra Ship. Ooh, sorry. Ah, you were following. No jumping ahead today. So you're not gonna allow me to stream those 4 days? Gotcha. can't really see, but is that like a hatch that folds down to like roll stuff on and off it, or is that, no, I think it's a fixed thing. The Multra Solver 5. Wow, that one might be worth quite a bit of points. It's built in 1978. It's an oldie ship. No, she count, well, depends on what you count as a tugboat, Freya. It's a offshore tug supply ship. But she won't be doing like what actual tugboats do. She'll be more like a support vessel. 25 points, there you go. Meanwhile, I do see a Maersk boat on approach. A Maersk container ship. So maybe let's take a small look at the other side of the river, between all the traffic, because there is something cool happening on the other side. There is a crane emptying out a bulk carrier over there on the parking, on the anchor area. Let's do the mega zoom. So basically the ship was too deep to go up the canal to Ghent. So what they're doing is they just dragged out a crane and they're gonna fill up little river barges with its load. And once it's high enough, it will go to Ghent to empty the rest out. It's usually how they have it. Yeah, if you want a crane ship in your collection, the North Sea Giant 2, or Noodserieus in Dutch. We have quite a few of these cranes on the river. No, definitely not one we see every day, so grab it now. It's cool how you can see the crane turn and the bucket go up and down. I think you have still quite a bit of work to do before she's high enough. Seen those cranes in Rome and you done the Spido tour. Oh man, I remember doing that like 15 years ago. The Speedo tour there. Hey Palauser. All right, so what is next for ships? I think over there. So we have the Maersk, but before that, there's something else coming. This looks like a container ship, actually. Hey Rama, fine way to begin a new week. Welcome in. They put excavators inside the whole supply for the grain. Interesting. I don't think it's the case for this one. They just unload it just enough so that it's not too deep to go up the canal to Ghent. That's usually how they do it for these ones. Yeah, I know Willow. He rated us yesterday, actually. He also uses my app. He had a question, but he didn't DM me. Interesting. Maybe the question solved itself. Hey Est, good evening. Yeah, because I'm doing a lot of updates on the app lockdown almost daily at this point. So every time I restart the whole website, you need to sign in again. So it should be more stable once we're doing less and less updates, but yeah, we're still doing a lot of tweaks and stuff. So right now it's logging in a lot. My umbrella was starting to fly. Hey Kees, good evening. Hey Hans Philip. And there's actually a few captains streaming on Twitch on ships. There's also a few in Germany. No, he was gonna DM me, but he didn't. Sorry, I'm battling a little bit with the umbrella. Okay, that's better, I think. All right, so this is the Erasmus Goal. 172 meters long, 27 meters wide, 1,890 EUs. Built in 2013, so that means she is 13 years old this year. It does actually toast. At the bottom left corner, I think it should say spotted X amount of times. Or you mean in total by others? That could be a fun thing. Yeah. Can you add it to Discord? Give me another big list of shit to do. I think it does if you go to my collection. If it doesn't, then it's broken. Because I'm 100% certain it does in my collection. Hey, you mean on the front page? I guess it would be cool to see how many people collected it on the front page. Maybe that's something we can add. Oh, you didn't announce it? Yeah, I think it does, Uthi. I've seen it announce itself whenever I was online for other people as well. It's really weird on Kick. So when your sub renews, it auto-announces in the chat for some reason. It's a beautiful vessel. It's pretty dark black, the paint. It's almost like Venta black. Oh, sorry. Wibbly wobbly. Dude, I'm so glad the umbrella is here. My goodness. Whew. Also, I see we've completed hour 1 of the stream. If you're new to the channel and you like the relaxing ship spotting vibe, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe and even like the video. It all helps the channel grow. So hopefully we can do more fun stuff. I'm really trying to grow the YouTube so that we can contact maybe some of the companies that work on the river to maybe collaborate, make a cool video, maybe a live stream even. There we go. It's my hourly sellout moment. Ooh. We've been going through. So we had one in June, Willow, up to 39 Celsius, which is exceptionally hot for June here. And now we've just started another one. So we had a cooler weather for like a week. And today is already the first day that's above 25 again. So officially in Belgium, they count heat waves as, well, I don't know for the Netherlands, but I just live across the border here. They count heat waves as 25 plus degrees for 3 days in a row. Then you have a heat wave. So we got day 1. But by the looks of it, it's gonna be all the way until next week that we're gonna have above 30 degrees again. I didn't see any 39s though so far, so fingers crossed. Hey Arno, indeed, always fun to look at the boats. Can we live stream? I might be there next year, Bernd, actually. Then I'll probably hit up Poddy to meet up. Probably in May 2027, I'll be in Hamburg. So it's similar in Belgium. I think it's exactly the same here and then, yeah. Yeah, it's the same for you guys. So this is day 1 above 25. So I assume in about 2 days from now we'll have another heat wave. The good thing though right now is that there's quite a bit of wind which cools it down, makes it feel a bit less warm. So I hope the wind stays actually. Because I remember the last heat wave with the 39 there was no wind and that made it very, very warm. All right, then that's a cool shot actually. The Marsk is like pretty high. She's like sticking out all above the pier there. So this is the Marsk La Paz. She came from Hamburg to Antwerp, 300 meters long, 46 meters wide, a capacity of 7,450 TEUs. Sailing under the Danish flag. But it is still a leased/chartered ship for Marsk. It's not one that they own themselves. Otherwise, she would be named La Paz Marsk. I did below. I've been to every European TwitchCon that has been. The first one I wasn't even streaming yet when I went there. It was Berlin. And then next year it's another one in Berlin, and that's why I'll be in Hamburg next year. Because we have to go to Berlin for TwitchCon, so I might just do a stopover of a few days before that in Hamburg, as it's almost on the way there. Why do cargo ships have those extended structures on both sides of the bridge? Very good question, Freya. That is for maneuvering, for docking in a port. So they have like little steering panels on both sides of the structures as well. So once they have to like dock to the side of the port, they will go to the side and then look down from there. They just have a better overview from the side. So it's just for maneuvering that they use those. And you'll see some ships have like outdoor infrastructure like this one, but some of the bigger ones have like fully enclosed in glass structures. So it's all indoors. You're gonna have thunderstorms in Tallinn. Oh, I'm jealous. It's a rare card, this one. Look at that. After this one, does seem like traffic dies down a bit. Let me check radar while we watch this one. yeah, definitely a gap now. I do see a tanker, a general cargo ship, and then the vehicles carrier at the entrance of the river. After that, a bulker, but that's not coming here. General cargo ship coming here. Another tanker. And then more gaps. Definitely less traffic than was scheduled. What are you? You might be here. MSC Jennifer. That one might actually be here by the time the sun sets. Oh, 2 MSC ships actually that are just getting a pilot out at sea now. Okay. Hey, gentle freak. Good evening. Let's see how rusty she is. Oh, that's true. The vehicles carrier has a Japanese flag of registration. So that might be one for you guys to catch, for all of you ship collectors. There's flies around me. Go away. I like the low light reflection in her. Looks cool. She's actually looking quite okay for a chartered mask ship. We've seen a lot worse than this. So look at the bow of the ship, how the bulb is pushing up the water. There's like a bulb. There's like a bulge in the water. Strong bulge. What's up, Demon Days? She's pretty high in the water, so definitely not a lot of cargo on her. I wonder how much higher they can stack. Or if this is like the max height for stack. I think they can stack higher. Water on her bow as well. Really cool. All right, Steve, I got it. I'll read it tonight. I'm not gonna read the DMs here, but I appreciate you reaching out. I think I'm gonna have to move the umbrella in a minute here. So put it on this angle and I can move the umbrella first. How do we want to do this? I like a good angle. Yeah, like something like this. It's not working. No rust, indeed. Yeah, surprisingly little rust on this one, actually. Like this. Yeah, the only thing we gotta figure out is the whites. The white is still not good for colors on the camera. Still battling my umbrella. That might actually work like this. And then we put you. Yes, this is gonna be good, I think, I hope. Oh, not idea. This is nice. I'll actually put it. Well, it works. Cool. You guys hear the waves crashing? That's cool. All right, now we got a bit of a gap, although I do see one tanker coming from the port. Oh, the Shanghai 5 is also coming out. Okay. We got about 3 hours of daylight left, to be exact. It is races, and we have done it in the past, but then over winter there was a whole lot of drone mania and scaremongering about drones in the media, and now I don't fly it anymore currently. I will fly it again at some point, but not in this spot, because right to our left is a very, very big chemical plant and a big no-fly zone. So if I'm flying here, I'm on the edge of the no-fly zone, and yeah. I already had security ask me once if I have a drone. Luckily I didn't have it with me that day, but I'm not gonna fly the drone here anymore. However, I am gonna still fly the drone on the other spot. You should just say we're to a full-size helicopter. Are you sponsoring Little Tricks? I mean, if you're paying for it, I'm down. But on the YouTube channel there is a little video. There was a little video of a compilation of all the drone footage we made on stream last year before the whole drone mania happened. And then we were talking about, I explained myself, yeah, exactly. The crazy thing though is that you are allowed to fly in certain spots in the port of Hamburg, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me because the whole port of Antwerp is definitely off limits. There's no-fly zones there everywhere. Well, the whole port is one big no-fly zone. Oh, the chair is still rich. I actually think I'm not allowed to fly low over the river with a gyro here. Oh, it's not just a power plant, it's everything, right? It's critical infrastructure. That's also how it's classified. Oh, that's cool, mega ships. So we should have a nice finale of ships today. Like that. But yeah, so I have a nice drone, I have all the gear to live stream it, but unfortunately, yeah. The conditions, the current world climate or something, or you have to say it, are not ideal. General Drone, I heard that, yeah, you're not to fly over any rivers in Germany. So technically, this whole river that you see these massive container ships go through is a Nature 2000 nature protected area. So that means actually you're not allowed to fly drones. But when they introduced it back in, I don't know when it was, years ago, there was so much backlash from people not being allowed to fly the drones anymore that they took a step back, and there is an exception for drones. So you are allowed to fly drones on certain areas along the river. But not above the bird breeding areas. There's also seal breeding areas. I have a whole map of where I'm allowed to fly and not allowed to fly based on the drone exception for this area. Hey country. The Mars La Paz is currently on a rotation from Montevideo, Buenos Aires, Paranagua, where the hell is that? Brazil? Santos, Tanger, that's Morocco, Southampton, Rotterdam, Bremerhaven, Hamburg, and Antwerp. So that means her last stop is here, and then she'll go back to South America. Look at that. She'll go and pick up some fresh cocaine for us. Also good to see you, C. So for the regulars, in case you're wondering where are we today, we're at a regular spot just again to the left of the regular spot on the map, as the festival is now officially started their breakdown, their cleanup. So I looked again at the sign. So the last day that they can be here, let me look on a radar or on calendar. Friday evening they should be out of here, and on Saturday we should be able to go back on our regular spot there. Can't wait for that. Hey Hans. So we do have a Japanese vehicles carrier on approach, some more container ships, and then apparently also some container ships coming from Antwerp later today. But a bit of a gap in traffic right now. It's typical on the river. And then out of nowhere it will suddenly get busy again. The inland ship is the Sereno. (135 meters long, 14 meters wide. And just coming into frame will be our next sea ship. Also looks like a tanker to me. Well, it might be a general cargo ship from this far away, but most likely a tanker. It's kind of very peaceful today on the river. Although I do notice a difference between the other spot, Westerschelde, and this spot. You always hear the chemical plant make noises. All the industrial noise. If it gets this quiet at Westerschelde, it's like properly quiet. There's a schedule of the pilots' mega ships. That's what I'm basing myself on. If you do a bit of Googling, you can find it. It is a public page, but it's a bit hidden. I think I have posted the link of that in my Discord before. But of course, that is only a schedule for the pilots. Especially with like the actions, the union actions we had last few weeks, the schedule is not as reliable. So often a ship will be scheduled, but eventually there won't be a pilot available, and it won't come in or go out at the scheduled time. But the backlog on that website is shrinking significantly, so they are cleaning up their backlog or their queue. The ship has one of those movable bridges, as you can see. Good evening, Ramon. Welcome.
En als het dan modder was, dat is waar. Dan lag ik wel zo van modder.
So it does look like a general cargo ship now that she's getting a bit closer. It's the Aquarius. There's no way that's correct. Oh, we'll have to manually fix that on the card. 19,273 TEUs. That is not correct. The size looks correct, and she apparently is on the way to Oslo. Antwerp, Oslo, Helsingborg, Antwerp. So yeah, indeed, a feeder ship. 707 TEU. That was a rare for free. So what will happen is I can manually update the statistics on the card. The mods also can do it actually. So we can then tweak it to 707 and then the rarity will probably change. But you will have the XP of the rare, I think. I'm not sure how that works. It might actually that you also lose the XP. That the XP will go back. I don't know. No, I don't think it will. So indeed, you got some extra XP on this one. It's a cool shot with the windmills behind her. Yep, 707 TEUs. If you want, you should be able to easily modify it at EG if you want on the admin website. Ooh. Gonna try. Okay, hope it works. I hope the whole backend doesn't crash. I think it will be fine. Oh, look how the water is going over that bulb. It's just like barely going over it, and it like evaporates a little bit. That's a cool sight. Probably C. Probably. The way I'm fetching TEU is a bit iffy. It's automated, but yeah, it's fault sensitive apparently. Also, once a ship is corrected in the database, my own database, it should be fine for the next time we put it on the overlay. You know, it seems to be a bit pointy. A little bit. I think it's interesting how her bulb is sticking out. And like how the water is going just slightly over it. There we go. It worked. That's cool. Good to know that that thing works. Oh, look how that water goes onto it. Look at all the birds around it as well. They think it's probably fish. Wow, look at that. That is really cool to see. It's like it's lifting the water up. This must be one. This is one of the cooler bulb shots we've seen so ever. Really cool. Trying to pan a bit fluently here. Oh, really cool. And some of the seagulls going around it. Wow. Amazing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's interesting how it doesn't fully enclose the bulb actually. So it lifts it out of the water and then it already slides down before it hits the bow of the ship. Wow, really fun. Now she's definitely pointed upwards. It's she's doing a wheelie. If you look at the back there, her back is a lot lower than the front. But I assume she dropped off a lot of containers in Antwerp. She's looking at the Maersk. She's probably feeding for Maersk. From smaller ports to Antwerp and Hamburg, I believe it was as well in the rotation. Antwerp, also Helsingborg, Antwerp. So it really is a feeder ship for Antwerp, I think. Can they do wheelies? Well, it looks like a wheelie. Good evening, old man. Welcome. Oh, I see the vehicles carrier on the horizon now. That's cool. So we got a Japanese vehicles carrier coming. If you're playing the ship card game, the collecting cards, you could unlock the Japanese flag today. No, so what a feeder ship is basically, Kirby, is it will do smaller ports in Europe, and then it will feed containers from those smaller ports, or also from and to the smaller ports to the bigger ports. And then in the bigger ports, those containers will go on the bigger ships that will go cross-continental, either to South America or to Asia usually, or Africa. So that's why she has a regular routing between Antwerp, was it, Helsingborg and Oslo, so which are two smaller ports. Yeah, you can compare it to like the mailman, this one. This is the mailman. This will go to your house. And then from that house, your package will come from a big depot. And then that big depot would be the port of Antwerp. And then to and from, or between the depots, you can either go like by plane or a big truck. That's indeed a little bit how you can compare it. And almost every big shipping company has these feeder ships working for them. Yes, gentle freak. There'll be a little river drone delivering your package. Let's take a look at the ships that are parked on the other side for a few minutes as we have another gap. So this, is this a crude oil tanker? I think it's a regular tanker, this one. Let's see if the mods can figure out which one this is. They already had it. This is the Papillon. Aw, too bad where it's brought. We might see it on the other side of the river if it's going to Vlissingen. Might be going there for fueling. So this one came from Las Palmas in Spain. Wait, Las Palmas, isn't that one of the Canary Islands? Oh, hang on. We'll be back to the other side, but look at that. You got one coming out of the canal. Completely empty as well. The Golden Banyan. Gran Canaria, yeah. I've been to all the Canary Islands as a child. My parents used to love going there for vacations. kind of hate those islands now because I've been there too much. Anyway, oh, interesting. This is going from Sluiskil, which is up the canal, to Terneuzen, which is here. I wonder if she'll just go to the left of us here, to Braakman then. Or if she's actually going to go out at sea. But look how high she is in the water, my God. Oh my God, you see the propeller actually. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a first. You can see the propeller spinning. She must be going to the little port area to our left here for the chemical plant. Otherwise she would have taken on some ballast. She is way too high to be out at sea. On the other hand, I might want to return to the Canary Islands at some point for nostalgia reasons. That is crazy. That's a first, that we actually see a propeller moving. Let's keep an eye out on this one, see where it's going. Rhoda's also been there. I think for me though is that I don't have great memories to all those vacations, as my parents were just people who went on a vacation and laid on a beach, sat by a pool, and then went back home after 2 weeks. So I now really despise that type of vacation. I will never ever do that myself. Whenever I go on a vacation, I want to do stuff, visit stuff, see stuff. She can also take on ballast while sailing. It's true, it's true. But if she actually is going to Terneuzen, to the little Braakman port area to the left of us, I would assume that maybe she has a tugboat with her, so that's also not the case. So yeah, maybe she is just going out at sea. So I prefer doing stuff. Childhood traumas. We all have them. Hey, Coachy. She's hauling sailboat fuel. I mean, I don't think she's hauling anything right now. She's so high that we could see her propeller turning. So, if anything, she's not going too far like this. She really has to be deeper, I think, to be stable. Oh my God, toast. Oh my God. Oh, she's hauling. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, echo. Sorry. I did. It didn't drop. It didn't drop for me. Oh my God, yeah. She's moving air. Funny thing though is I've been to Mexico, and that's one of the few vacations where they actually did shit. Not that much, but they did something. I remember visiting the big temple there. What's its name again? Frick. Somewhere Itza? Somewhere Itza, I think. Back then you were still allowed to go up it. Yeah, Chichen Itza, that's the thing I visited. Back when I visited, you were still allowed to walk all the way up. Now that's no longer a thing. You're not allowed up there. I think somebody fell down. Another coaster ship, it looks like. Dagavos, the Presto. Yeah, I didn't go all the way up. I got scared halfway somewhere, and then I walked back down. Well, actually, I sat on my butt and shimmied my way back down. How old was I? I don't know, 14, 15? According to a Hapag-Lloyd, the Barzan was supposed to depart 2 p.m. today. Yeah, there's still delays, mega ships. There's still delays. They're still working through the queues. The queues are shrinking, but there's still delays. There was supposed to be a 400-meter ship coming in this evening from, I think it was a Costco shipping one. No, it was a Hyundai Merchant Marine, HMM ship. A 400-meter ship, but it was anchored near Rotterdam by the time it was supposed to get a pilot. So that one also had a no-go. Otherwise, we had a 400-meter ship to look at today as well. To wheelie? Yeah, she's definitely higher up at the front. True. Oh, we also got the RWS coming out, the patrols. Is the 78. The colleagues of Steve the Seagull, what we've learned today. Damn it. There you go. So we were looking at ships on the other side, right? Before I got distracted. So we just checked this one out. Now let's check that one. Looks to be another tanker ship parked over there. So it is a very popular spot to go and fuel, actually. Apparently heavy fuel is cheaper in the Netherlands. So a lot of ships stop there to refuel. This is the Oscar, another oil tanker. Built in 2007, 183 meters long. Right, and then if we pan a bit further, that is gonna be a dredge. Dude, that dredge is parked there so regularly. If I have a guess, it's gonna be the Schengen or the Middelburg. It is the Schengen. 1996. It's also an oldie. Ooh, that could be a fun thing to collect as well. Years. I catch a ship from every year of the 90s, the nillies, and so on. Be a fun trophy to add to the game. And then, oh, we also got a dredge, a little push tug behind it. It's actually possible that this one came from the crane that we've seen active in the distance. She's bringing its cargo further up. Okay, I just wanted to finish our little run here. And then, yeah, we have the North Sea giant crane emptying a bulk carrier that at some point later will come in, but I think they have a few more hours of unloading before that will happen. Maybe we can get the bulker on the overlay for a minute. It's the bulk Sweden. Yeah, see, she's going to Ghent, but she was too deep. Hey, Pixie Bella. Yep, quite a bit of a gap. Oh, and for the people who missed the crane, all right, let's put her on. Let's put her on. The crane that is emptying the bulker is called the Noordzee Reus 2, or if I would translate it, it would literally be the North Sea Giant 2. Which is a dredging or underwater ops. I wish crane ships had their own category. That would be fun. Yeah, indeed. The ship was too deep. All right. And then we got a lot of ships that just came out of the lock. Is there a community that is making stuff like this online? What do you mean, Altman? A community stuff like this? You mean the live stream, the card game, outdoor streaming? We need more details for that question. Surprised the crane only counted as common. Yeah, indeed, it could be a bit more, it could be rare. I think that's another thing I want to add actually to the system as a way to manually override the rarity of cards. I should write it down as well. Manually override rarity. Got the barge slowly going in as well. The ship, you mean the ship spotting? There's only, as far as I know, 2 like live streams with like a person behind it. There's a lot of webcams, but as far as I know, there's only 2 live streams. It's me and then Hamburg Haven Live, but they do it in German. But I would argue that their ship is even more higher production value than mine. They have a lot more options. Hey, Mundo Schipvaart, danke schön for the raid. Willkommen. I'm getting my best German now for you guys. Willkommen, meine Freunde. Welcome from on a ship to the side of the river where we are looking at ships. And I'm also battling my umbrella. Please stay there, umbrella. There we go, I gotta tighten this up. Okay, there we go. It sounded so wrong. Oh no, I should stop trying. Rudy, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Jacob, thank you for gifting us up. I don't know why it didn't play actually. It's really sad. It is what it is. So yeah, we are at the Westerschelde River in the Netherlands right now. We are ship spotting. It's a bit of a more quiet evening, but we are here to see the sunset as well, because this is a pretty spot to watch the sunset. I was hoping for a 400-meter ultra-large container ship this evening. Unfortunately, that one was delayed. But we do have a vehicles carrier, a Japanese nonetheless, a Japanese vehicles carrier underway. I can already see it on the horizon. It should be here in like 20 minutes. And then I think for after that, we should have some container ships appearing as well on the horizon. Oh, I think that is one of those cement carrier ships, this one. The Keizersgracht was the name. Du kann Deutsch, ein Ambition. I can understand it quite well, German, but speaking is hard for me. I got 1 year of German in school, so I have the basics. But German does sound a little bit like Dutch, so it's easy to understand. I like the green accent color on this one. Looks nice. So this ship is often used to, I think exclusively used to transfer cement or transport cement. That's why it's type other. It's like the deckhand is going to the front. Oh, they're getting the little blocks out. Because there's a lot of shit. So once they're behind the corner, they have to go into a lock towards Ghent. So this whole river is a tidal river, but behind the lock is a canal, and that is not tidal. So big lock complex where this one is going. Well, you wait for the 366, the left hand, we're passing Barzan at the moment. We'll see, Megashas. I'll be here until the sun sets. So we got another, 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think, until the sun sets. Glutenabend. Glutenabend, Hans? Glutenabend. It's interesting how most maritime live streaming on Twitch, at least, is all in German. I believe there's 2 or 3. I think 2 inland captains. There's a Mundo who raided me, and then there's another one. I forgot its name. I'm sorry, dude. And then there's Hamburg Haven Live, which is ship spotting in German. We had somebody who was a Dutch inland captain for a while, but I don't think he streams anymore. And then we also have 2 in the US, I think, captains on inland ships. El Capitano, that's the one, Rhesus. Yes, that's the one. Axel Vlakte. Looking at the Geja S. Dann kann ich ja nächstes Mal in Deutsch Hallo sagen. Nicht gut English. Yeah, I understood that sentence, Bernd. Oh, and there's Epic Voyages, yeah, but they're pretty new, right, Toast? I think I've only heard from him this year somewhere for the first time. But of course, it's more fishing content, right, than actual boating. I saw a video about the North Sea yesterday. Did you know that fishermen constantly drag up old man-made tools and parts from their settlements from the seafloor because it used prehistoric land as Doggerland? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that, B6. Really cool info. They were on TikTok before, okay. This one got repainted recently. It's full of scrap metal, this one. Ooh, Jesus. Also, yeah, but they do camper van streams, right? Although I haven't seen them live in forever either. Live in the city of Düsseldorf, right? Seen barges. I don't know, dude. I don't know. We also watch a few barges between the bigger traffic. But it is the bigger traffic that makes it worth coming out here. I'm not gonna lie. Also, usually we are close to all of these ships, but there's been a music festival at our regular spot. So exactly where the stage is where we usually are standing for ship spotting. A few more days and the whole area will be cleaned up again, and then we'll be at our regular spot, which has a lot better overview of the lock complex and the ships in general. So I'm counting down until we can finally be back in our spot. Go away, stupid fly. So nice of them to build me a stage, yeah. They actually yeeted me out of my spot for 3 weeks. I'm a bit sad about it. Because we would have been able to stream more in June if it wasn't for the festival. All right, looks like we got another tanker coming. Is it a tanker? Let's see. You also see the vehicles carrier in the distance. That's a tanker, yeah. The Stolt tanker, the Stolt Fulmar. I feel like we've seen this one before. 96 meters long, 16 meters wide, 26 years old this year. It's an oldie. Yeah, look at that. We spotted it 4 times already. The umbrella keeps moving. Umbrella, please. Dude, I feel like it's not cooling down at all. I would expect the temperature to drop a bit. What does the overlay say for temperature still? Weather. Let's also check the weather command. 28 now. Whew, still feels like 30 to me. We got one of those inland ships full of containers coming out as well. Sorry, we'll see it in a minute once it crosses the Stolt. It also appears to be quite empty. Nose pointed upwards. If she had wings, she would fly away. No, I have an umbrella next to me, Reese's, protecting me a bit from the sun. Which is the thing I'm battling. Oh, it's moving again. Umbrella, please just stay where you are. go. Bitrate. Why again? It's always in the spot that we have some weird issues with the connection. I swear the chemical plant has some kind of jammers. Like one of my modems is not doing anything now. It has one bar. Oh, that's kind of sad. Yeah, still really not doing anything. Maybe it'll pick up at some point. Maybe I should try switching it to Odito. Let me switch. Turn it off, turn it on. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the network here. Let's try again. Connect. Scan. Yeah, okay, we're back on 2 signals now. It's pretty odd. This is the Chris, what a name. Ooh, sailing under Antigua and Barbuda flag. Built in 2007. It's 108 meters long. Camera, what are you doing? Oh wait, focus, cancel, there we go. I would say it's a quiet day right now, actually, Bernd. There's not that much traffic. Usually there's a lot more traffic than this. A lot more bigger traffic as well. So if you think this is a busy, there's a lot of traffic, then I like it. I'm used to more traffic even. The thing with this area, it's very busy because it's the crossroads between Antwerp and Ghent is here. So it's 2 big ports that are being supplied from. So all the ships going to and from those 2 big ports go past the spot. Talking about interesting ships, I did see that a lot of the sailboats coming to the sail event in Antwerp next weekend have gone out at sea. So I'm hoping maybe from tomorrow onwards we can catch some of them coming in. I have no idea what their plan is for coming into Antwerp. Maybe it's gonna be easier to catch them going out the Monday and Tuesday after the sail event, but we'll see what we can catch of all the sailboats coming in. So there's a big event called the Tall Ships Race. It's coming to Antwerp next weekend. So a lot of like trimester sailboats are gonna come in. They're all gonna go by this spot. So I'm hoping to catch at least some of them. But we'll have to see over the next few days when they come in. It's a loud one, this one. I hear the humming already. It's one of the Hansa shipping ships. After this one, our next ship will be the big vehicles carrier. God damn it, no ASMR. Sorry, I was thirsty. Got another bottle of water actually. Gotta stay hydrated in this weather. No idea if the mic picks up the hum, but she has a very nice hum to her, this one, for being such a small ship. Meanwhile, I think I also see a container ship coming from Antwerp now. Let me check on radar real quick. Yeah, I see the MSC Shanghai 5. Gotta write something down. Got an idea for the card game. Cool. Ooh, that's a lot more moodier. It's for later, this setting. We got a lowrider coming. It's been a while. Look at that. That is a proper lowrider. Look how deep she is. You cannot see her bow anymore. She's aspiring to be a submarine. It's maybe one of the lowest lowriders we've seen so far, actually. It really is echo. It really is. It's the main reason I love doing this. It's questionable. This ship identifies as a submarine, guys. Don't shame it. This might actually be the deepest one we've ever seen in terms of like the bow being low in the water. goodness. She matches her photo. Oh, she also does low on her photo. The thing is, of course, it is a river ship, so she doesn't have to deal with big waves or anything. So she can do this safely. $11 out of 10 for freeboard. Which freeboard are you talking about? I don't see a freeboard anymore. Oh, I saw we already completed hour 2 of the stream as well. If you're new to the stream and you like the river vibes or just like ship spotting, don't forget to follow. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, it's subscribing and liking. It all helps the channel grow. So I would love to write to a few of the bigger companies that are working on the river, ask them to collaborate, but I need a bit more numbers for them to like make an impression. They're like, oh, that's an interesting collaboration with that creator. Maybe we can take him on a ride on our ship and he can stream from it. Anyway, that's my my hourly sellout moment. Dude, I can't believe how deep she is. Look at this. She has like 20 centimeters left or something. And then her bow is under. Hey, TT. Negative freeboard, indeed. That's really cool. What is she transporting? Can't really tell from this angle. Probably some kind of sand, maybe. I do see like, is that the cargo that we see there? The gray stuff? Yeah, I think it's some kind of sand material that she's carrying. That would explain why she's so deep, right? You cannot even see the name of the ship anymore. She's transporting seawater. Jacob, another gifted. Thank you, man, for the support. Wonder if the alerts are like super delayed again. I really gotta finish what I'm working on for a new. I have a new alert system that I'm building. So many things I'm building. Card games, alert systems. There it is. She's semi-submersible design. No, she's just a river ship that is fully loaded. There we see. Now we see the angle a bit better. Let's take one more look at the bow. And she has one of those stump bows, like straight. All right, what is that on deck there? Is that like a chimney? Oh yeah, it is a chimney. Oh, and there's 2 cars on it as well. All right. Now, after this one, we get a big one. We get a vehicles carrier. Oh, she's leaning a bit. Oh, look beautiful with the setting sun. The Meridian Ace, 200 meters long, 32 meters tall, transporting vehicles, built in 2000, so 26 years old. So quite old. And she's sailing under the Japanese flag. Came from Portbury in the UK. The polar opposite of a lowrider. Actually true. This is probably the biggest freeboard a ship can have. Oh. Looks like it was made from a normal cargo ship. What do you mean with that, Skeletor? Well, the carrier is not really doing much of waves actually. If you look at it, the water's quite still around her. So she is a very fluid dynamic. It's really cool how you can see the little like imperfections in her hull, the curves in the metal, the bumps. She's ribbed for pleasure, basically. Oh no, I'm pretty sure she's built as a vehicles carrier. Like the bow is a very typical flat design. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Wait, planes also have this? Oh, sorry. I thought planes were not allowed to have those imperfections. Interesting. Gesundheit. Dankeschön. So this is a Japanese ship, so you can be sure that it will be in a pristine condition. Japanese ships always are very clean and well maintained. No exception on this one. She looks very fresh. Very cool color scheme. So she has the beige on top, blue, and then there's like a small band of green there at the bottom before it turns red. I wonder if there's a functional reason for that green band at the bottom. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, the old planes do, but like the newer ones? It's RGB. Yeah, usually the red is the anti-fouling paint. So I wonder if the green has something separately. Okay, the sun is lowering intensity. I can get rid of the umbrella now. Sorry, dealing with the umbrella. Back that up later. Look great for 20. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put the umbrella in the bag in a minute here. Yeah, it's very typical for Japanese ships to look fresh. Let's light her up a bit better. Nope, no entries. Yeah, even new ships have this, indeed. Oh, she's also part of the ONE group. That explains why she's Japanese. It's finally starting to cool down a bit. It's super nice. The green boot topping paint is a specialized formula engineered to withstand both air and sea exposure. There we go. I thought it was like a functional layer. There would be no sense to like a tiny green line there. Interesting. And of course in the back you can see the massive bridge where the vehicles can roll on and off. Oh, she's coming from Yantai in China, so she's bringing a lot of cheap electric cars. So Yantai, China, stopped in Singapore, went around South Africa, Port La Nouvelle in France, Bristol, and now to Antwerp. This looks huge, but consider the 400 meter ships are twice as long. Yeah, exactly. But this shows that scale warps when you're looking at ships on the river. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the umbrella stuff, so let's zoom out a tiny bit. I'll do the umbrella first before it blows away. Wind is actually picking up, super nice. One to get the other color. Ah, there's a big spider on the tripod. Go away. There we go, umbrella cleaned up. Kind of engines, big heavy fuel engines probably. Don't ask me how much horsepower those things have. I have no clue. Maybe someone in chat knows. I mean, I guess some companies don't want to cheap out on labor laws and stuff like that. Get out of here, biker. I don't know. There's websites that will give you that information, though. Hey, Steve Brood. Oh, there it is. The engine is a Sulzer 8E UEC 60 liter 60 LS, giving 14,317 kilowatt. The waves of her are hitting the shore here now. So if you hear the waves crashing, that's from the ship. Next ship will be, I think, the container ship leaving the port. Has a strange shape. It's a car carrier. And you see like the massive structure, like the little thingy on the right hand side at the back. That's a bridge that can lower down, it folds open, and that's how they can roll the vehicles on and off the ship. The reason it's so high is because you don't want cars to be exposed to the seawater and the elements out at sea. So that's why it's so big, so all the cars are inside and closed. You can compare it to like it's a big floating parking garage, basically. How close am I to the airport? Which one? I'm not close to any major airport, Mark. It's all the way from, it came from Yantian in China, and then Singapore, France, UK, and now Antwerp. So I'm sure there's still a lot of like Chinese EVs on it. Did anyone order a Chinese EV recently? Might be on there. The cool thing about these ships is a lot of them have like movable floors. So they can go bigger or taller depending on whether they are transporting trucks or cars or other types of sizes. So it's very functional, these ships. They're really designed for vehicles. You went on a ferry between the North and South Islands of New Zealand. My hire car was parked on the outside deck. It was covered in salt after just 3 hours. Exactly. You don't want that to happen to brand new cars. That would be horrible. It fits 5,059 cars. Thank you, C. There we go. Also, the one car is I forgot, it's a certain type of Mazda. At a certain point in history, they decided that this type of Mazda is the standard size for a car. And it's still the one CEU, as they call it, one car equivalent. It's that Mazda. I forgot which Mazda it was though, in terms of types. So she would have a, thank you Hans Philip, they did the math on it. 14,000 kilowatt would be equal to approximately 18,774 mechanical horsepower or 19,000 metric horsepower. I mean, it has to, right, to move such a massive structure. No, you're not getting points for spotting a fisherman. So that's a kid who's fishing. I cannot get him out of frame because I'm already fully zoomed in. Google AI, yeah, I know. But you did the effort. You got the credit. So see another tanker coming in now from the coast. Oh, it's a Toyota. I thought it was a Mazda. There we go. So one CEU is a Toyota, a 1966 Toyota Corolla. It's funny that they still use that as the measurements. So this ship fits 5,056 it was. Toyota Corollas from 1966. Yeah, at some point we'll have mod access again to the commands, e.g. Another thing I have to work on and build. There's so many things. I need like 40 hours in a day at this point. And 24 is not enough. Cars these are twice. Yeah, I know. But I think it's good that they keep the size. I guess everything is now built around it. Software will be built around it. All the planning systems will be built around it. So I think it would cost a lot of money in the industry to change it at this point. The Ford F-150 is probably 2.5 CEUs. Maybe, yeah. We don't get too many of those here. Although I have to say, I see more and more of these in Europe as well now. And honestly, our roads and our parking spots are not built for those sized cars. They're really too big for Europe. For farmers, I understand it. I guess, do you really need it? Is there no other vehicles you can use? Funny thing, I believe in Belgium, you can also register them as a utility vehicle and you pay a lot less road tax on those very heavy SUV trucks. Those has a whole link, understanding car equivalent. Oh, is that the Toyota? Cool. Standardization, capacity planning, cost calculation, exactly. Wow, you guys are really trying to ban the F-150s then. A bit of a gap in traffic, but we do have the container ship approaching and the tanker. Check radar for a minute here. So we got an hour and a half of daylight left, or a little bit more. Coming from Antwerp, there's really not much at the moment. There's, what are you? There's one MSC ship, Catania. We'll probably still see that one in an hour from now. But other than that, I don't think we'll have many more ships coming out. All right. Next, I'm checking the canal. Oh my god, this app is so horrible. Vessel Finder, why are you so slow? Jesus. Should really give marine traffic another attempt. Yeah, looking at the coastline now. So, not much, some smaller stuff coming in, an Arclo ship, a general cargo ship, an LPG tanker. There's a chopper by the coastline on my ship radar, another Asperger ship, and then we have the MSC Soraya, and that's it actually. Also Grande Morocco will approach, but those are probably going to be too late. We'll be here after dark. We'll see what we can see. Hey Lunette. Alright, maybe as we have a bit of a gap, maybe I can do a little sellout moment. If you're new to the stream and you like the relaxing by the river with me, don't forget to follow. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe and like the video. It all helps the channel grow, so hopefully you can do more fun stuff. I would love to contact the tugboat companies on the river and ask them if I can join them for an assignment and stream from the tugboat as we tug in a big ship or something. So that's definitely on the bucket list for the stream. Other than that, we added a fun little game mechanic to the stream. Exclamation mark collect in the Twitch chat if you want to try and play it. It's basically a card collection game, and the cards are the ships that we see on the river. On YouTube, you find the link in the description of the video as well. There you go. Rhea, danke schön for the 100 biddies. Danke. And we're adding more functionality to the game soon. One of the things I'm adding probably the next few days will be trophies that you can collect as well. And of course, there's already a leaderboard. Let's check actually. We got some time to kill between ships. Who right now is in the lead in the card collecting game leaderboard? Uthi still on spot number 1 with 142 cards. My goodness. Spyro on kick, 122 cards collected. EG, 108 cards. Rainy, 105 cards. And that's the top 5. A lot of others around 80, 90. And we got a few YouTube players as well. That's also fun. We're all looking good. We only got 1 kick player, it's Spyro. Then again, we only got 3 viewers on kick, so that makes sense. Exclamation mark top 5. Yeah, maybe. Although I don't want to spam the chat too much with stuff. Just go look at the leaderboard. So our next ship is over there. It's on the horizon. Just want to check out the sun here for a minute. We're not there yet. It still has to set a little bit. But we'll have a nice sunset in an hour and a half from now. Your 20th? Congrats. Congrats. And as you can see, they're still breaking down the festival. They're actually working. It's the first time I see an actual truck there. So they are actively doing stuff. So funny, I still don't know what the storyline is, but it looks like there's like a little, almost looks like a Pope mobile, like a pink cabin with a cross on top. No idea what it is. Pretty funky. His Holiness is there. The Pope. The Kamerad. It's another word for the bro. The ship is called Bro. What kind of festival was it? One with horrible music. I looked at the lineup. It was not my cup of tea. There were a whole bunch of like cover bands on it, which I personally do not like for festivals. Especially a festival of this size should not have cover bands in my opinion. That's just cheaping out. And it's also stealing room for actual new bands or just regular bands with their own music. No, it was like a weird combination of, I think a rapper, then I saw a Schlager, then I saw cover bands. It was like a clusterfuck of things. So yeah, I don't know. For all of you Dutchies, Frans Bauer was here. And Kraantje Papi, which you all probably know from names. So weird combination of music. But maybe I'm just biased. I'm salty that the festival took our spot for 3 weeks. It could also be it. Yeah, exactly. It's my opinion as well. There's plenty of real bands that have their own music that want to grow and can receive that playtime instead. But it is a trend I see more and more, like cover bands at festivals. Ooh. Oh, the two big ships are crossing each other. It's maybe fun to look at. No, Steve, it's you have to open the website. On the main page of the website, it will show up. And it will only show up on the website when the moderators put it on the overlay. The Shanghai was there yesterday going to Antwerp. Did we see it come in? I don't think we did, right? It's on the overlay right now. So if you look on the main page of the website, you should see it. Top right. So the Shang... Oh, we did see it come in. Oh yeah, we saw it come in yesterday. Wow, that's a short stop in Antwerp. It's going to Malaga in Spain now. Built in 2002. So 24 years old this year. All the info is also on the how to play page. But I know some people don't like reading. Just have AI make a fun tutorial video. Think AI is able to do that? All by itself with a single prompt? I would be surprised. She doesn't watch my stream, dude. She doesn't watch the stream. Be in your about section on Twitch. Nah, I don't think a lot of people look there. If there's anything I've learned from viewers on Twitch is that you can put it in your title, in a pinned message, have it on the overlay, and still 5 guys will come in, or 5 people will come in and ask, hey, what is this all about? All right, before this one comes in, I think we'll have the tanker first. Make it darker, a bit lighter. Yeah, I think that's good. This is the Torm Deli. It's a new one, I think. Sitting under the Danish flag, Denmark. 12 years old, 183 meters long, 32 meters wide. Oh, look at the colors in the sky, by the way. Oh, it's beautiful already. Look at all these colors. There's like a little bit of bluish, orange, gray. Oh, the views. Nice one. Greetings from Denmark. Hey GTA. Hey St. Gregory. Such nice views. Yeah, I love the sunset streams. Despite, again, not that much traffic in the evening, it's always enjoyable here. We might have a few more of these this week, as it's going to be too warm during the day to stream. I just noticed there's a big construction crane in the distance. Oh, and there's another ship behind the pier. Missed that one as well. It's going to be 30 degrees this week. We already had 30 degrees today, Mikey. So I think we will have 30 degrees for the next 7 days or something. It's all going to be better once we can be back at our regular spot. By Friday evening, they have to be out of there, and then we can go back in. Vegas has 43. Jeez. Luckily, Vegas has air conditioning. Europe still has to catch up on AC and the wonderful benefits of it. Hey, Zeppelins. I wonder if I should keep it brighter. Nah, let's keep it a bit darker and moody. I like it. I mean, I got a portable one this year, but probably over winter I'm gonna install a fixed AC in my house, because so in Europe, or at least where I live, all the houses are built to keep the heat in, hold on to the heat, harvest heat from the outside. So all our houses are built with keeping heat inside in mind. So once we get a heat wave, inside is just getting warmer and warmer, and we cannot get the heat out of the house. It's horrible. In the previous heat wave that we had in June, we went to a shopping mall and not all the stores had AC there. You could clearly feel the difference between a store with AC and no AC. If there was no AC, I was like, nope, skipping this store. It's basically like ovens, yeah. It's so wild that I don't know. I think it's wild that we never considered the fact that the planet is heating up, and maybe we should also consider cooling down our houses in an efficient way. Do we have the tiny one on the overlay yet? Maybe we can put the coaster on it as well. For all the card collectors. The Westerschelde. General cargo ship, 111 meters, 14 meters wide. Oh, she's going to Ghent. She's gonna take the corner here. More ships, more cards. Yeah, some of you guys really like the new card collecting game we added to the stream. Yeah, Terschelling is one of the islands in the north of the Netherlands, one of the Wadden Islands. UK Senator 30, so ripping house up. I mean, it's not that hard, well, for me at least, to install an AC. I have a plan on how I want to do it. It's just a big investment afterwards. It's probably gonna cost me like 3,000 euros to get it all installed. And I like to do things myself for like DIY stuff, but an AC you're not allowed to, because there's gases in there. And you need to be a certified installer basically to do it. There is an option to do it yourself, and then a guy comes for the startup, but that guy still charges you like 500 euros just for starting up your stuff, so you're better off just having it installed anyways. In Cabo USA you can do whatever, yeah. I'm sure there's a lot less rules there. In Europe we have something called regulitis. We like to make rules and regulations for every single thing. It's really annoying. I think that's probably my biggest pet peeve living in this part of the world. It's all the stupid rules and regulations. Yeah, the problem is those closed systems races, you cannot like place an outside unit yourself. Unless you make like a massive hole in your wall and then close off that hole again, but I just want to drill a big hole in the wall, just like a small hole for the cables and the piping, and that's it. But all these portable systems require, yeah, it's not feasible to install it properly. Anyway, it's a thing for winter. Hopefully we can save up some money by then. Meanwhile, the Shanghai is closing in as well. There she is. Correct, Hans Philip. We don't do politics here, but correct. Absolutely correct. The Thorm Deli came from Adelaide. Wow. Came from Adelaide in Australia via Singapore, then South Africa, Rotterdam, and now Antwerp. That's cool. Came all the way from the other side of the world, this one. So got the Terschelling steering in here, going towards Ghent, taking a right-hand turn. Not sure if we'll have a nice sunset. It looks like the sun is starting to go way behind clouds, so I hope we'll have her come back for a bit. Some firefighters in the distance. Red firefighter going into the tunnel. Probably are. Still rusty, the Shanghai. If you look at her up close. Okay, it's time for my hoodie as well. It's funny, earlier I had to use the umbrella to protect myself from the heat from the sun, and now we have to put on the hoodie. Dude, how many firefighters are there? It's like constant sirens now. What the heck? Cool. Don't see anything yet. Yeah, you Dutchies have it all like pretty visible on the internet. The emergency calls. Maybe they're practicing. It sounds like they're on the other side of the chemical plant or something. That's why I was suspecting the tunnel. Which app do I use for? I use Vessel Finder, Little Nami, but Marine Traffic is equally good. I just wish both apps had like a more affordable subscription for like the more premium features. Because I'm not paying €1,000 a year just to be able to filter on ships. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, the Vessel Finder is also quite restricted, but a little bit less restricted than Marine Traffic. It's crazy to me that all these services are so expensive. If you compare it to like Flight Radar, which has like, what is it, like 30 euros a year or something. It's crazy. So not much traffic moving anymore on the river actually. So I'm not sure if it's worth it to stay all the way until sunset. We'll see. We'll give it a little bit more. I don't think I even pay $6 a month for a flight rate. I have the premium for a year for a flight rate. It was like, I don't know, 20, 30 euros for a whole year. And it has so much features now. Let's make it a bit more moody. Have you ever tall ship called Westerschelde? No, I have not. It was in New York on the 4th, he spotted it. Okay. Is there anything special about the ship? Oh, they're touring it now, okay. Yeah, I did hear that the New York also is having some kind of ship days. Or how do they call it? Fleet days? Is that the name they use in the US? Fleet days? Yeah, I remember, yeah. Maybe we can rate them after we're done streaming for today. Mods. Yes, as you can see, the sun is fading behind the clouds already, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's a moody setting, this, but it's not really the sunset I'd hoped for. Fleet week, yeah, that's the thing. You're welcome, little mommy. Oh, but I do see a 366 meter ship on the horizon. Do you think it will be here in time? What time? It's still 1 hour until... we'll wait it out. Screw it. We need more streaming hours. We need more ad revenue to pay for all the bills of the stream. We'll ride it out. Yeah, maybe, no, just after the stream we can maybe raid Kuma Monster as he's doing ship stuff. If he's still alive by the time we're done here, we can raid him. I think you all should be able to raid, so. Where is he? 366 meters long, 51 meters wide. The MSC Catania. 2 years old. Cool. I think it's an MSC ship we don't have yet either, so. No, after the stream, Mikey. Still got one big ship apparently that just appeared on the horizon. It's a bit unfortunate that the sun has faded behind clouds though. Maybe she'll reappear. Let me show you guys the big ship that I spotted on the horizon. Can you already see it? Yeah. Yeah, there she is. It's a big one. That might be a legendary card actually. I'll put her on the overlay app. Look a bit more towards the Shanghai fading away. And another inland ship coming as well. I think your stream is delayed, the mega ships. We just looked at it. Wait, did we just see this ship go that way and now she's already filled up? Am I crazy for thinking that we saw the Phillips Carcal in the beginning of the stream, like 3 hours ago? How did she load up this fast? That's crazy. That's really fast. Everybody, rewind the stream. Logistic to win. Yeah, that's really fast. Or was it maybe another number? This is a Phillips Carc 3. Maybe we saw 2 or 1. But yeah, remember the flag, so it's probably correct. It was this one. That's crazy. Yeah, you already collected the cards, okay. Well, the good news is we have a big ship to wrap the stream on later, in 40 minutes from now. So that's nice. I do like the moody darkness we have on the river now. It's a vibe, as they say. I wonder what they filled her up with. Because she was at the chemical plant. I don't think there's any like bulk materials there. Looks so low. Oh, you missed something earlier, Dimitri. You had one that was like sticking just out of the water. It was almost like a submarine. This is very tall. She went to the spring anchorage and now she's... Oh, I think she... Wait. I think I know what she filled up, where she filled up. She probably anchored over there next to the North Sea Giant and she got filled up by that crane. Didn't know it would fill up so fast though. So that's probably what happened. She is helping emptying the bulker that's there, which is too deep to go to Ghent. So I'm assuming she's gonna turn into Ghent now. Let me see her track. I'll probably confirm it when I'm suspecting. Track. Oh no, no, that's not at all. No, that's not at all that spot. Huh. No, interesting. Maybe there's no dredge. I'm confused. How did she fill up so fast? She was higher in the water, right, earlier? Or am I dreaming now? Everyone, rewind the stream. What are you doing with that massive stick, by the way? Is it like moving the load a bit? So many questions. Yeah, but that's the thing, Gregory. They didn't go into any port area. They anchored somewhere for a while. Yeah, so not even 3 hours ago. 2 hours ago she came out of the lock. Yeah, interesting. And was she higher in the water then? So let's get to his deductive listening now. Maybe that was it. No, one of the moderators said it's the same one that we saw earlier. Yeah, but then I would expect to see a crane ship where she was hovering around, and I don't see anything there. Oh wait, there is. Rio 1 is there now. That is just a regular ship. Yeah, it's a mystery. Oh, she was not higher in the water. Oh. I thought she was higher. So not much changed. What a view. Meanwhile, the North Sea Giant still going at it. Bulker coming to the locks from Ghent. Yeah, by the time it's through, it's probably going to be dark. Yeah, the sky does look really nice. Let's check where the Bulker is. Yeah, they still have to go into the lock. Zoom out, get the sun in there. Oh, I'm doubting if I want to wait for the 366. It might not be worth it. I was hoping for a better sunset actually. Less clouds than we have now. All right, I think I'm gonna call it here. There's no point in waiting for that one ship. Let me press a button. All right, bit of a shorter one. Well, shorter one. Still have streams for 3 hours, but yeah, less traffic than I had hoped. If all the planned ships would have come in, then it would have been a lot busier actually. But now, yeah, there's a big nothingness on the river. We'll be back tomorrow again for more ship spotting. Again, don't know if it's gonna be probably afternoon or evening, not in the mornings. Other than that, thank you all for hanging out with me, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.